Hi friends. So yesterday we saw what is PSG, that is phrase structure grammar. And you saw we learned many new words. Now what is that? P marker or phrase marker. Phrase marker or P marker. What is phrase marker? Tree, isn't it? For example, we say NB, we will say determiner and noun. So this is a tree marker, right? So a phrase marker or a phrase marker tree or P marker is. And this we say is a node, isn't it? This, that place is a node. And here this we will say, this is, we will say, what do we will say? Terminal, isn't it? It's a terminal. Or we will say word means what do you call lexical items? Lexical items. What is lexical means? Means what do you find in the dictionary? Words, parts of speech, isn't it? For example, here the lexical item will be the. Here it will be moon. The moon. See that? So that is lexical item. Then what are these? These names NP. What is NP? NP means a, what is that? Syntactic category. Syntactic category. So in PSG you have syntactic categories and also lexical categories. Syntactic categories are constituents of sentence. Constituents like NB, VP, ADJP, AVP, then NB, VP, ADJP, ADVP, and then PP. What is PP means? Prepositional phrase. So they are syntactic category, and the words are what we have. Finally, you reach the lexical category. You start with the syntactic category, and then finally we will reach the lexical category, isn't it? Yesterday we saw, what did we see yesterday? We saw noun phrase. And how will a full-fledged noun phrase look like? Or comparatively full-fledged, we can say. We will say, we describe it like this: NP, then there is an arrow. You know this arrow, what is the meaning? Rewrite us. Because PSG is rewrite rules. Rules means generalizations or explanations. So in PSG, you explain what is in the left, you rewrite in the right, explaining it. What is NB? You are expanding it. Just as you say now, you write like this now. A plus B whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. See that is it. So this is the, what is it? Equivalent to NP. And then what you find here is, that is you have got a determiner. You can have a determiner. Then you can have what else? An adjective next to it. You must have a noun. That is the head word. In a noun phrase, the noun is the head word. Then you can have a prepositional phrase if you want to. So this is like this. See, suppose you write it here, then you can see that. This is the expansion of NP. Just as this is the expansion of this. This is the expansion of this one. So also, this is the expansion of this. Clear? Yeah. So then you can see there are some brackets and so on. What is this arrow means? Rewrite us. Understand? Or explain us. This arrow means rewrite us. As this. Bracket means optional. That's option. First option, second option, third option, you know. In quiz programs you can see options. There are 4 options, A, B, C, D, like that. So you can have, this means you can have a noun phrase with a noun alone. for example, tree. So if you, how will you describe this tree? Tree is an NP. NP means not necessarily 2 or 3 words, but single word will do. Right? Even a single noun we can call an NP. Why? Because there is a possibility or potential for its development. Understand? So even single noun can be. So this is an NP, tree. So we will say N. That's all. This is the expansion of this. Or you can say the tree. The tree. So that will be NP, determiner, and the noun. Then you have got then you have got what is called the and tree. See the tree. The tall tree. That is also the tall tree. NP, you have got the determiner, then adjective, and the noun. The tall tree. So that is. Final, the last stage when you come, that is there you get only lexical items. Fine. The tall tree in the garden. Okay. So where will I develop this? Okay. Is it alright? Yes. Then you have got the tall tree in the forest. In the forest. So this is a noun phrase. So NB you have, then you have determiner, you have adjective, you have the tall tree in the forest. Adjective, then you have noun. Noun is here, and then you see here you have got the PP. Isn't it? That PP is P plus NP. Determiner, adjective, noun, PP. And P, determiner is the, adjective is tall, noun is tree, in NP. Determiner, noun, determiner is the, and noun is forest. So that is all. This is how you develop. This is, unlike you have already seen, tree and nouns and etc. you have seen. So this is internal noun. This is terminal noun. This is the initial noun. First one to begin with. This is internal. Why? Because there is still scope for developing that. Understand? That is how you develop this. Right? Any other thing? Rewrite rules, option. Up to that we have come, I think. There are many other. So, what is a PSD? It's a context-free grammar. Means it just gives you list the rules. That's all. Or rule here means not your rule, prescriptive grammar rules, but it explains things. Noun. What is noun phrase? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is noun phrase. Understand? That's what it is. So they call it explanation. If you have got an allergy for rule, then leave it. You say that it is an explanation. NB is explained. Isn't it? So it is context free, it is generative. What is generative? If you give symbols like this, it can generate. But instead of symbols, if you rewrite, means supply lexical items, then they become a phrase. You can generate a phrase. You can generate infinite number. The tall tree in the forest, the small tree in the forest, the medium tree in the garden, the bush in the garden, the flowers in the garden. Understand? So you are generating infinite number of noun phrases. I hope you understand. Noun phrase, don't get confused. Noun phrase can be a single word. Can be 2 words, 3 words, 4 words, 5 words. And why is it called noun phrase? Because it should have a head. Like in the last class I told you, the school must have a head, and that head is the principal. Imagine a day without the principal. There will be a lot of confusion. No? Administration will collapse. Administration will come to a standstill. Not necessarily, if there are other able teachers, they can do it. But normally, I am saying. Okay, is that clear to you? Fine. Okay. Okay, then next phrase is VP. Same again, we can say VP. And what is VP? Now you know what is VP. NB, you know, now you know what is VP. It's very interesting. No? Yes. So VP. VP means word phrase. Yes. And that is rewritten as. Word phrase is rewritten as. There should be a verb. Okay. Then you can have an NP. If you want, you can have. NB will be the object now. Transitive verbs, they take objects. So, NB. Then, that is an option. You can have an adverb, that is also an option. You can have a PP, prepositional phrase. These are options. Understand? So, verb phrase you have got V is compulsory. That is the must. You cannot have a verb phrase without a V. V means a verb. There should be a verb. And then as you can see, eat. Eat. You have got, let us start from this corner so it becomes easy. Eat. So it is a VP, and you can see it is only verb, and that is eat. So that is VP. So like now, one word can become a phrase. That you should not get confused. Probably in our lower classes we must have studied noun, phrase is a group of words, etc. with meaning. When you compare sentence and phrase, we learn like this. Sentence is complete meaning, but phrase is incomplete meaning. Complete meaning, even a word can be complete meaning. No? When you say cake, complete meaning. Meaning is complete. So that's what we remember now. When we were discussing the difficulties or problems of traditional grammar, then you said we discussed these things now. Traditional grammar I have taken 4 lectures. So of this, what we were taking, what is traditional grammar, definition of traditional grammar, then what are the defects of defects. Now we cannot say defects, but shortcomings, or you can say what the structuralists say about the traditional grammar. Like this is one sentence is sentence expresses complete meaning. Then the present day grammarians, the structuralists and generative grammarians, they say when you say cake is not complete, so they are finding fault with the definition and so on. That is you forget about that. You will excuse all those things. Yes. Because we have been centuries, we have been learning this. And we have produced great, probably Nehru, in Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru might have learned the same grammar. Isn't it? And then he made wonderful speeches. What not? Why not? So, and also Gopal Krishna Gopal, all these people. Yes. Yeah. So you have got to know. That means verb is a must. Then you say eat cakes. One person is eating many cakes. Then you can say VP. You have got V and then N. NB you can say because there is one and the other. Then you have got N and the N is cake. Here eat cakes. You can say, you can do like. Or now you have to say, eat cake greedily. Okay. Eat cake greedily. So you have AP and then you have got the verb and cake is noun or an NB. You can call it NB and then ADV. ADV means adverb. So eat cakes. Here you can have verb is eat. Here NB is only one word and so it is cake. Here that is greedily. See that? Understand? So it's very easy now to understand. And now you can further develop it. I can develop it like this. Eat cake greedily in the kitchen or in the dining room. Okay. Or like in the kitchen. It's better than the kitchen. So there you will say. So this is a VP. Then you have got verb. You have got NB. You have got ADV. You have got PP. And PP has got the P and the NB. And NB has got the determiner and the noun. So this will be verb, eat cakes greedily in the eat cakes greedily in the kitchen. See, pretty good. So this is a fully developed, comparatively fully developed. You can have more words added to this. You can say tasty cake. And you can say then you have to expand your tree diagram. That's all. So there you are. So eat cakes greedily in the kitchen. Now this is also called a constituency grammar, because you are what do you do? Explicitly showing the constituents of a structure. This is verb phrase is a structure. When you say verb phrase, that is syntactic category. But when you say eat takes greedily in the kitchen, they are lexical category. Or leaves of the tree. When you come to the leaves, you get what you call, this is branches. These are branches. No? This is one internal node. Only there is one internal node. Means internal node you have to make it explicit. And these are terminal nodes. All these are terminal nodes. Terminal nodes means at terminal nodes level you get words. Or that is lexical. So the two components of PSG are one syntactic category. Syntactic. Yesterday in the last class we did not say this because there's more things to be told. See, that is slowly. That step by step we will take this. Because for one thing, this is not commonly used. And secondly, you will find it has got many limitations. But at the same time, we should know the theory, the development of the theory. Theoretical development we must know. You see traditional grammar, then you have got structural, and the tool is IC analysis, then you have got phrase structure grammar. Now, structural and IC analysis and traditional grammar together, you will find both, the features of both you will find here. Understand? So, this constituency based, rule based, you said, and this is rule based, or you can say constituency based. Constituency means constituent grammar. You say this generate, you can generate. You say this it is rule based, constituency based, right, and context free. Context free. What is context free means? So first one, PSG is rule based, constituency based, because it makes explicit your constituencies. Then generate, it can generate phrases and sentences also, I will show you. Then you have the context phrase and it is context free, means this is like a train. The movement of a train. The train is least bothered about what is happening around. But bus and car and motorbikes and scooter and even pedestrians, they are context sensitive. When you find an accident, the car will stop and take. Have you ever heard when there is an accident, the train will take the patients to the hospital? The train won't mind. So not sensitive to rules. That is, so what is context sensitive grammar? I told you the other day. Means the rule, the grammatical rule that if the subject is third person singular and the tense is present, you have to add s to the verb. Like they eat mangoes. They plural, no, many mangoes. He eats mango. She eats a mango. She eats rice. She drinks milk. They drink milk. That is context sensitive. Last time I told you, but once again I am telling you because these are very probably new words, new expressions and new words and new terminologies. No? So, rule based, constituency based, it can generate, it is context free. What? PSG. What is PSG? Phrase, structure, grammar. Rule means explanation. No. And now here again syntactic categories. There's got two components. One is syntactic categories. That is what you call or syntagmatic categories. Some people syntagmatic. You know, you remember? Syntagmatic, paradigm, you know, closely related words like I, my, mine, me. So this is a paradigm. So the or go, goes, went, gone, going. That's a paradigm. But when you say horizontal level, these are all horizontal level. This is syntagmatic noun. See, verb, noun, adverb, or syntactic of the syntax. Of the syntax. From there comes syntactic. Then you have got lexical categories. Lexical categories we have already seen. That is parts of speech, traditional grammar parts of speech. One is syntactic categories. Second component is lexical category. Lexical categories. So if we say if you are asked the question, what are the components of phrase structure grammar? There are two components. One is syntactic categories, means those categories that make up the syntax. Syntax means putting together, that's all. If you put together noun, verb, adjective, adverb in the place required or in the place fixed, you get a sentence. That is syntax means. Syn means togetherness, synergy, energy together. Synergy, single energy will be 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. But synergy will be 2 plus 2, 4 is 5. And the energy together. Listen, you know these things. I need not tell you, senior students. Yeah. So here there is a thing. Syntactic categories or syntagmatic categories. Rarely used. Syntagmatic category means, in this case, a sentence like this. See, ate cake greedily, ate cake, instead of this, if you write happily. So there is a syntagmatic relation between greedily and happily. That means greedily can be replaced by happily. Happily can be replaced by number of words. Happily, sadly, then cheerfully. They have syntagmatic relation, means positional relation. Horizontal, that relationship is horizontal. The other one is vertical. You see, for example, we say he, his, he, we are writing like this. He, his, him, himself. He, his, him, himself. Now this is a paradigm. They are closely related now. You can see the root. Say. So they, them, their. Closely related. The syntagm. This is paradigmatic. And this is syntagmatic, means positional relationship. Here it is. This relationship is form. Just change of form only. So here he is another form of the same word, it's another form of the same word, another form of the same word. Words remain the same, but only the form changes. Or if you take a verb, you can see eat, eats, ate, eaten, eating. Now this relationship is called paradigmatic. This relationship paradigmatic. It's a table, but vertical version now. Same word but changes in ending. But here the whole word changes. Because their relationship is relationship in relation to the syntax. That is why they are called as syntagmatic. As I told you, you can replace this by eagerly, sadly, then cheerfully, greedily, then what else? You can also have happily, cheerfully, sadly, then fervently, like that. You can have. Understand? So this relationship of replacement possibility together. If a word can be replaced, a lexical item can be replaced by another without injuring the meaning of the structure, without injuring the structure. That's called it. Those words are in syntagmatic relation. All the prepositions are in syntagmatic relation. A set of prepositions. Yes. Understand? You can say, you can say now, is in the table, on the table, under the table, below the table, above the table, see that. So they are in syntagmatic relationship. These are paradigmatic relations. So you have got, what were we talking about? We were talking about the components of PSG. So PSG has got two components. I will be in the next class, more new words will be explained. These terms were not explained in the last class because we are infants in that. This new grammar, we are infants. So we are going slowly. Okay? Yeah. So then we have got one is syntactic. Syntactic categories. Syntactic categories are, as we have already seen, noun phrase, verb phrase, adjective phrase, adverb phrase, prepositional phrase. These are syntactic categories. Understand? And now you have got the other is lexical categories. Lexical. What is lexical categories means? Words categories. That is, what do you find in the lexicon? Dictionary. What do you find in the dictionary? You find words. What are the words? Like Hamlet says, words. Polonius asked Hamlet, what are you reading, my lord? Then Hamlet said, words. So what do you find in the dictionary? Words. And what are they? They are lexical categories because they are found in the lexicon. Or what you call vocabulary. So for words. Anything against words, vocabulary, expression. So that is what are the nouns? Noun, adjective, then adverb, then verb, prepositions, you have got interjections, you have got, what else you want? You have pronouns, question words, question words, etc. you will find. So these are lexical categories, while NB, VP, PP, ADVP, ADJP, these are, what are they? Syntactic categories. Understand? If you get a short note on what do you mean by syntactic category? This one. The phrases, this series of phrases. If you are asked what is Lexical category means words. Parts of speech, you can say. Parts of speech. That's what I told you, no? In the beginning. That is, this is an amalgamation of structural and traditional grammar. From traditional grammar, you take parts of speech. From structural grammar, you take constituencies. Constituent structure. Immediate constituents. No? We saw in the structural grammar. Leonard Bloomfield. Yes. That's it. Understand? Bloomfieldian grammar. We can say like that if you want. I think it is clear. So, last time I told you about noun phrase and also something about PSD. General characteristics of PSD. Today, again, I have repeated the general characteristics of PSD. I suppose this is now clear to you. And also, I have shown you what is the meaning of round brackets, what is the meaning of an arrow. So, what is the meaning of plus? Because these days we don't use plus. That's why I did not tell you. Plus means followed by. You can write this thing like this. So, B, then we can say plus NB plus ADB plus PP, like that. You can write. Plus here means followed by. Followed by. But now this is not used. Instead of that, what you do, you put round brackets. Round brackets means options. More scientific. Everything is becoming scientific, so phrase structure now is also becoming. That's why X bar. No? When you come to X bar, you will see it's very refined and very, what I must say, fine-tuned way of expressing these syntactic categories. Okay, so we will wait for that. But until to reach X bar, you should have a thorough knowledge of what is noun phrase, what is verb phrase, what is adjective phrase, what is adverb phrase, what is prepositional phrase. Understand? Only then you will be able to reach that. Before that, we come. Step by step, we will. Now, I think you find it very interesting, no? Do you? Or you don't find? If you find it interesting, definitely you must just make what do you call it? When you are free, you take phrases and make tree diagrams like this. So it becomes very easy. Okay? So we will continue this. The next class. Till then, bye. Have a nice time. Enjoy your life. Take everything easy. Okay? Bye.